Anyone? Oh, there's another Aarti in the class. Okay. So clay, you can let me know the meaning if you people have already searched for it. Otherwise, I'll just tell you the meaning. No problem. And we are quickly turning on the camera to start with the first process. I'll be discussing you the clay that we'll be using, the types of clay that we'll be using, everything, what we are going to be doing today, and step-wise process I'll be taking you through. How much ever we can cover in today's class, we'll be doing it. So quickly, let me turn my camera through my workspace and we'll be focusing on it. I'll be able to see all your queries. So whatever answers you share, whatever questions you have, you can just put everything about the chat box. All right. So can you quickly give me a thumbs up? Let me see how active you people are and I'll turn my camera. Yes. Okay, so many thumbs flying. The chat box. Great. Thank you. Gayatri, Subhashri, Ankita. Yeah, thank you guys. So let's do this. Okay, so the one that I'm having here is natural clay, and I didn't get the answer for my first question. I asked you people if you people know the meaning of the word terracotta. Okay, let me tell you the meaning of the word terracotta is baked clay or baked earth. Okay, so anything that undergoes after making, if it undergoes a process called baking or firing, it's called terracotta. Okay, are you clear with this thing? Next, we'll be discussing the types of clay that can be used. Are you clear with the meaning? Yes. Swarmina. Yeah. So now my clay is a little dried up here. Okay, so I'm going to show you people the first step. That's called kneading. Have you people ever heard this word before? Does it include? No, Ankita, does not include polymer clay. This is natural clay and it has nothing to do with polymer clay. Okay. So the first step is we are going to knead this clay properly. Okay. So I have water in a small cup. I'm adding few drops of water to this and we are going to mix it. Mix it well till you find the clay is soft. So this process is called kneading. Guys, if you are not doing it with me, I request you all to take a notebook and a pen and just quickly note down all these processes down so that you'll not forget later on. And this is one of the most important steps. This is one of the most important steps in terracotta jewelry making. Why? Because if you don't do this step properly, then you will have a lot of problem with drying clay. I'm giving you a little more close up. You will have problem with drying the clay and you will have problem with baking the clay. So make sure that you do this process properly and make the clay. You see it's getting smooth now. It's binding together. And believe me, this is a very, very messy craft form, but still it's worth the mess, I would say. Always have a cloth to clean your place or have a separate pad or something, table or something on top of your work table. Can you see it's smooth now? Let me go a little. Yeah. See, can you see? Can you all see it's got smooth now? Narmata is having air dry clay. Yes, Namata, that can be used. Let me give you the types of clays that can be used just in a bit. So I'm needing this clay. Along with that, there are two types of clays that can be used. Okay, there are two types of clays that can be used for terracotta jewelry making. One is your air dry clay and other is your natural clay. The one that I'm having in hand is natural clay. So this comes in 1 kg packets. Air dry clay also comes in 1 kg packets, but the only difference is terracotta clay has to be kneaded and your air dry clay has to be just left to air dry. Okay. So let me clean this and we are going to quickly apply some oil here. I'll tell you why. So I'm having oil again in a very small cup. I'm quickly smudging some oil on my table. As I told you, this is going to be very messy. So always have a cloth to clean. So the second step that I would be doing is making this into a small ball. Do we have any similarity? with some food item here. The process that we are all doing now, do we have any food that is similar to all this? Yes or no? Roti. Okay. Great. Right answer. So usually that goes as a question, as a series of questions, but today I didn't do that. Instead, we are just going to see something new today. Yes, roti and chapati is the right answer. So first I needed the clay. Second, I'm making it into a round ball. Okay. After I make it into a ball, what will I do? Laddu. Okay. After I make it a ball, what will I be doing? Let me see if I'm getting the right answer. So I'm smudging my table. Any oil can be used, okay? As you clear with what are the types of clays that can be used, right? Air dry clay and natural clay. No polymer clay, no shilka clay, no play clay. All that cannot be used because terracotta jewelry making uses only 2 types of clay. And I gave you the answer, air dry and natural clay. So the next step, okay, you guys are not answering me. Why? What happened? The next step is, what is the next step? It looks like rolling. Why is only Swarnima? Okay, why is only Swarnima answering me? What happened to the others? Is she already top? She's already being the top of the class. Harsha, pressing and rolling. Yes, Subhashri. Good, good. I want everyone. We are like 54 people in class, right? I want everybody to answer me. Okay, that's when it will be more interactive. So I'm going to press this flat now. Now you see the oil is more, so I'm going to reduce it a little so that my clay is not moving here and there. Yeah, now it's fine. Now I'm making this flat. Can you see how smooth it is? Wow, somebody is asking me about the history of the craft. Noor Yasmin. Okay, first Varsha is asking me what stick is this. I'll tell that and I'll come back to the history. Okay, Noor? So this is nothing but I'm using a small pipe or a tube that is used for all these plumbing works. You can use anything of this sort, or you get rolling pins for polymer clay jewelry. There are rolling pins available in the craft shop. You can very well go for that, or you can use any heavy bottom vessel to do the same process. Or the other step is simply the chapati roller that's available at home, oil it properly and you can use it. And what else? Yeah, you can also use the chapati maker, right? You can use that, the chapati presser. Can we put plastic underneath? Absolutely. You can put a big wrapper over your table and you can use that, will be more clean. So yeah, now I've got the clay flattened. Can you see it's all smooth and shiny? So before going into the history, I have, let's call it a quick surprise or a game, anything. I'm going to ask you people something. So I'm not going to do anything that I choose today, okay? So it's going to be like a game. I'm going to ask a question. The first answer that comes up is the first thing that we're going to try. One thing will be my choice. We're going to do earrings. That let us fix to that, because that is a small thing. Let's go step by step. And what you people can do is, you people are going to tell me a shape. The first 2 shapes or the first shape that I see, we'll be trying that in the class first. So here we go. You people are open to answer. No, Varsha, I said it's earring clearly. Triangle. Okay, Namrata's answer is the first answer. I said triangle. We'll be trying how to make a triangle earring. What is the next answer? What is the next one I'm seeing? Circle. Okay, circle is very easy to make, Harsha. Something else. Guys, come up with something else. Triangle, I can show you. Circle, you just need a circle cutter. Cube. Okay. Noor tells me cube. Namrata, pendant we'll do, Namrata. First, we are starting with the earring, okay? So I saw triangle first. Who asked me for a triangle? Namrata. And circle, Harsha, we're not doing a circle because I'll show you what tool can we use, and I'll be asking you what tool can be used for the circle. And next one is a cube. So I'll show you how to do a cube today. Okay, I've never taught cube in my classes, like not in the demo classes. Today we'll be seeing how to make a cube. So yeah, you people can stop answering right now. So the first thing that we are going to do is how to make a triangle. So you all know what this is, right? A general normal craft knife. Now I'm going to take a pin, okay? So this pin is called the head pin. Can you see it has a head? That's why it's called a head pin, and it's very crooked. Please don't mind. We can straighten it with a plier maybe. So I am just finding the, okay, I'm just finding the right place for cutting. So all we are going to do is we are going to draw a triangle now. Make sure your surface is properly oiled, otherwise we'll not be able to remove the, we'll not be able to remove the clay. Guys, I always don't go for any measurement, okay? So if anyone here needs a very proper triangle, like you want a triangle that is all four sides equal, something like that, if you want, then you people can absolutely go for a, a proper measurement, and then you people can start working. I generally don't do that stuff. I do everything only with eye measurement. So again, I'm doing the same. And it's not wrong to use a scale, by the way. I just don't like sitting and measuring. I just come up with shapes with eye measurement. Okay, so here we go. I'm drawing triangles. So I told you it's a earring, right? Here problem. I told you it's earring, right? So I'm coming up with two triangles. So can you see we have drawn two triangles like a LKG kids mountain drawing. Okay, Namrata is asking me for the thickness of the clay. Namrata, the thickness of the clay can be not less than 3 mm. It can go up to 5 mm, okay? So now you can see this in close. I'm cutting this. While I'm cutting this, I'm going to answer about the about Noor's question, okay, about the history. And then whatever doubts you have, we'll go ahead with that, okay? So terracotta jewelry making is it is not just jewelry making, okay? For commercial purposes, we are making it, or for craft purposes, we are making it as a jewelry. But the art or craft of terracotta is very old. Like it has been in existence from the Indus Valley civilization. If we all read geography and history, we will know all this. So right from that time, there is evidence of people using pottery, clayware, jewelry in the form of this, small figurines, toys, everything in the form of clay has been used 3,000 years before. And if there are people from Tamil Nadu, you would have heard about the Skiladi civilization, right? The Vaigai Valley civilization. Even in the Vaigai Valley civilization, it is found that there are so many evidence of people have been using this kind of material or this clay for their day-to-day living. They had everything from kitchenware to home decor and from jewelry to coins. There were so many artifacts that they found in this particular civilization as well. So the history of clay dates back like to 3000 BC maybe. And if it is found that Vaigai Valley civilization has used clay, it will date back more. So that is a quick history or recap about how old clay is. Noor, happy? Okay. So now what I'm doing is I just cut out. Can you see the shape has come out so well? I did not use anything, guys. You saw I used only a cutter and we used clay. And after that, I'm using water, not oil. I'm using water to smoothen this shape. Okay. Only for the table, I prefer oil just because my clay should not stick on the table. Other than that, everywhere I prefer using water for smoothing the jewelry. Okay. So this is what we do. So can you see? It has come out so smoothly. Namrata, you asked me for this thing, right? Okay, Noor is asking me about colors. Guys, slow, step by step. Guys, I'll tell you about the colors. Don't worry. But let's go slowly, okay? Fine. Now I have these two. Let's keep this aside. Next, someone asked me for a cube. Who asked me for a cube? Hands, raise hands. Noor only asked me for a cube. Okay. So I am going to make a small cube as well. So how do I make a cube? First, let's make a circle. Let these earrings be here. I'll show you what is the next step that will be involved after making the cube. Okay. So I'm quickly taking clay and quickly adding water to it and kneading it. So we are quickly taking clay, adding water, and next what we are doing, we are just kneading it. Aarti has asked me something. Ma'am, I've made the natural clay at home and it's first time, but it's not taking shape. Yeah, Aarti, can we discuss this at the end of the workshop? Yes, Tanu, the one that I'm using is ready-made clay. The one that I've been using is a ready-made clay that I got from the shop, okay? Out of frame, yeah. So with this, we are going to make cube now, okay? So how to make a cube? I'll show you. So first, let's go for the making it into a round ball. Now what I'll do, I'll divide this into 2. Make sure it is equal. If it is not equal, adjust it. After this, what are we going to do? We are again going to make this into 2 circles again. Again, I'll be making 2 small circles. Harsh, I am from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore. So we have 2 balls of clay now. I'm making it a little more. Where did it fall? Okay. I'm adding little more water and I am making it a little more perfect. I'm doing this on the other side of the camera. I'm just rolling it in between my palms, okay? Anyway, here it will not be clear. The same way that we roll for the roti, I'm making small round balls. So next what I'll do is, this one is a little bigger, so we'll remove little. All right, now I'm going to make a cube. You can observe I'm giving 3 presses. A round with 3 presses. 1, 2, 3. Can you see you got a cube? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome, awesome, Harsha, awesome. I think it should be Harsha, right? So here comes the cube. Who asked for the cube? Noor. Noor, where are you? Is looking like a cube. Come on. And where is Namrata? Namrata or Narmata? Namrata. Okay. Why this baby is not coming properly? Let me do it again. So we have 2 cubes. Now what I'll do the same technique. Wherever it is looking not good, I'll just use water to smoothen it. Okay. So now this can be directly used as a earring. I'll show you how to do that. So we have learned to do 2 things now. Now the next step, this is shape making. Okay. This process, what we are seeing right now is shape making. Guys, are you all really how is it going? Is it going interesting? Or is it going boring, or should I start teaching? We should not ask you people. Do you have any preference?
Okay, so I guess you all are not responding is the reason ma'am is asking. If anyone has any questions, you can please drop it down in the chat box and we'll be happy to answer it. That is the whole point of having a session, right? Maybe you can respond with a yes or no. That will also work because you are not on cameras and ma'am is not able to see you all, whether you all are here with her, right? And if it's going interesting, I guess you guys should respond in the chat box.
All
Yeah.
right.
So, ma'am, we can go ahead.
Yes. So, guys, the second pin that I would like to show you people is called an eye pin. And we will need 4 eye pins because we have 2 earrings. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the response. Just if you people keep active, it would be more interesting. Keep on asking questions, keep on interacting. So I'm using a cutter to chop this pin, okay? Right. So do we have any tool to measure? Don't worry. And Amita Shah, I'm not good in Hindi. Rashi, you can translate that question.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. So I am inserting, let me focus 1 second. So we'll be inserting the pin. Yeah, it's good now. We'll be inserting the pin like this inside, okay?
If you can tell the material once again to Amita ma'am, she's having that problem because she missed the session in the starting. So is the reason she's asking about it.
Material. Yeah, we'll go for a quick recap in some time. Then we'll be giving about the material list.
Yeah, and Tanu, yes, we can bake it at home also. We'll be demonstrating the same.
Okay. So anyone having a problem with pin insertion, this step is called pin insertion. If anyone is not understanding, please observe again. I'm doing the same thing one more time with the cube. So for the cube also, you just have to insert the pin inside like this. Make sure it doesn't come out through the other end. So your pin should be smaller than your jewelry. Again, there's one more pin and we have one more cube. So we are just inserting it. Are you people clear with this step? Are you people clear so far about whatever we have seen? Yes, the name of this pin is EYEPIN, EYEPIN. The name of this pin is EYEPIN. And again, giving a quick recap about what we did. We saw what is kneading, that is mixing clay and water together to bring the jewelry to a proper consistency. After it is really soft, we can start working. Thank you, Swarnima. Thank you for typing it. So what is the next step we saw? After we did the kneading, we flattened and rolled the clay like chapati dough. We spread it and then we drew shapes, whatever we want, and we cut the shapes. That is shape cutting. And then we saw how to insert pins. The materials that we used was natural clay, water, and oil. These were the major materials that we used. We have to do of things made. What we have to do of things made. I mean, air dry works, or if air dry, see, I am a really crazy person. I went and baked even air dry clay, okay? But it's absolutely fine to use air dry clay as such, okay? You don't need to actually go for any special, what to say? You need not go for any special baking technique for air dry clay. Air dry clay works well. You just need to dry and you just need to leave it. That's it. Okay. So someone was asking me about making a round shape, right? So for making round, it's very simple. You people have to go with You people just have to go with a lot of round shapes that is available in and around the house. Okay, so in case if you want a very small round, then you will, just a second, then you will have to go for something like a round cup or something from the kitchen. And if you want to go for a big one, go for a tiffin box lid or something. So it's absolutely that we can find a lot of things like this at home. Okay, here I'm using the stud base to get a small round on the cube, and then I'm going to use the tip, no, let me use the tip of this pin to make more. Okay, so somebody said designing. Who said designing? Yeah, impression making. Impression making is the right word. So what we are doing now is making impressions on clay. So with a very mild and gentle pressure, you just lightly give that pressure. Can you see the design? This pin is called the head pin, guys. This has a head and it's called the head pin. Ma'am, I am new to this. Where can I get this clay? See, all the materials can be got in any, what to say, online platform like Amazon or Flipkart. So you get it even as terracotta jewelry making kit on Amazon. So just go search for terracotta jewelry making kit. Okay, is that clear? Or you get this even at local craft stores, your supermarkets, all that. Okay. That's a stud stopper, that thing that you attach behind the stud, which we will not do right now. This, all this comes on the very, very last day of the craft. And you people should know that this is not a craft that gets over in one day, right? This takes at least maximum 8 to 10 days for completion. So all that will be done only as an end process. We won't attach anything right now. All that has to be done right away is impression making, design making, attachment. All this has to be done right away. So I'm trying to make few designs on the clay here. I'm having a tool. We usually don't go for tool. Let's use a tool today. So this tool is called a clay carving tool, a wood clay carving tool. I'm trying to give a V. I'm trying to give a V design if it's visible for you people. So be very careful while using these tools, because when you give the depth too much, there are a lot of chances that you will break the earring. Okay, I'm drawing one more line. You see how gentle that was. See, because I'm showing it here again. See, I'm giving this line, right? Focus. If I give this depth a little more, just a minute, it's bending. If I give this depth a little more, there are, see, can you see? There are chances that I'll cut the piece like this. We don't want this. So this design can be done with the pin as well. Let me focus 1 second. So this design can be done with the pin as well, but we just need to be careful about the depth, because see, when you go deeper and deeper, you will cut the jewelry. Now let's go for the proper design. Swati, darling, everything can be brought online. Few people are not believing me. Somebody please go check right away in your Google search. Go and check in your Google search for terracotta jewelry making material and tell me if you find anything. So your jewelry making material is not very hard to get. Okay. So I'm giving one more line on top like this. And I'm doing the same over here. One more. So we are giving 3 lines and we are completing the design for the earring. So this is the earring that we made today. like this line has to go a little more top. All right. So this is the design that we made, and this is the cube that we made today. All right. Already looking pretty. Thank you. Okay, so these are the things that we've done today. I want somebody to give me a quick recap of what we saw so far. I want someone to give me a quick recap of what we have seen so far. Who can type it and send me in the chat box? Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Maybe
guys.
you all can unmute yourself as well, because I have given the option to unmute yourself now. So if you want to talk to ma'am directly, you can unmute yourself for the same.
Yeah, but only if people on camera can unmute. Whoever is on the camera can directly interact. Nobody wants to give an answer? Aparna, great. She went and checked.
Yeah, ma'am, I have seen, I just stripped that knitting part, but I have seen the mating shape parts which you use with a simple tool. And you are giving impressions with different things. Even we can use the different tools, which is available at home only. And then you taught us how to insert the pin and all without any glue. So ma'am, my question is, for making stud and all, when we insert the stud pin and everything, so we not need any kind of glue. After beating, will it just be strong enough?
Okay. So for attaching this kind of a pin, you will need glue. You will need a glue that is used for all these electrical works, like anabond kind of glues can be used, but that we cannot do it now, right? Because the clay is very wet.
And ma'am, one more thing, as we
Because
sign jhumkas and all, so that jhumkas are hollow inside, correct? For quilling, we have some shape in which we just expand the paper roll in a jhumka or dome shape. But in terracotta, we can't do it. So either we use half circle or you made the jhumkas hollow from inside.
I usually don't prefer making a hollow jhumka because the pin that we are inserting here, right? We would do the same for the jhumka making as well. And